Amber's asking because these are priceless items. She's trying to get a hold of now. How much to get a or how do we get a big Sasquatch guy?
You open a cigar store and you spend $10,000 a year, and then we send you a biggie squatch.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's basically about $20,000 worth of cigars that consumers cost in order to get one. The other way is a few times every year we'll do some that are in some sort of raffle. Like we're gonna have one come up this year for a Facebook contest, maybe two. In fact, they just posted something on Facebook about contests. So but the biggie squatches, they cost so much money that they're just not effective. I mean, it's just those amazingly those dopey things, they're like $500 each cost.
I believe that 100%.
You
That's
got you got to pay for that initial mold, and a mold that big is so giant, and they're all hand painted, and then they all have to be, they all are hand trimmed, hand painted. Then they have to be packaged and shipped to states, and they have to pay taxes, and they have to be the container, and then just to ship one out costs like $75 to almost anywhere in the country,
yeah.
right? Even more to the West Coast. So they're very cost ineffective, and that's why, like, even when we give them to the shops, we give them to the shops with the caveat that they can't give it away and they can't sell it, because if we find out they will, we'll just cut their account off, because we didn't charge it for them. We're basically handing them something that physically cost me about $500, and the intent of it is for it to be there, so hopefully it catches a consumer's eye and they ask about it, and then that ends up being the thing that leads into them saying, "Oh, well, this is the guy that makes these bad cigars over here," blah 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 blah.
To sell more cigars in the shop, though, it's like that's what they want.
I mean, that's what you're hoping. You're hoping that a retailer's smart with it, and they put it in a place that it gets noticed. But yeah, it's strictly what we call it, point of sale, POS, right?
Yeah,
is what it is. So I mean, it's basically a really expensive sign in 3D. But yeah, I don't see a future where we'll sell them, because I mean, just to make the next batch of them, I mean, it's a huge commitment.
I don't blame you. Now, I did notice that you put the one at the show for PCA like directly in the center. Did you know I was going to try to take it and just put it under my shirt? Is that why it goes there?
Yeah, we're gonna do one next year. It's even a little different. Again, it's just stupid and it's silly and it's eye catching, and I'm always amazed by the people that want them, because I mean, for the most part, most wives do not even want the little one in their house. I can't even imagine how they get away with the big one, for God's sakes. I mean, it's just like you definitely have to have your own dedicated man cave in order to get away with having one of those things kicking around, because it's pretty big.